Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the evaporator shield with the drain pan in a Samsung refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers and some aluminum tape. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new evaporator shield with the drain pan. This evaporator shield with the drain pan is located inside of the fresh food compartment behind and under the evaporator assembly. It protects the inner lining from heat during the defrost cycle and directs condensation down the drain opening. The main reason to replace the evaporator shield with the drain pan is if it gets deformed and cracks. To get to the part, we need to open both refrigerator doors. Next, we need to remove all the shelves and two crisper drawers. I'm going to start with this one. Lift up the front end and release the back hooks. Next, I'm going to fold this small shelf. And we go down to those two. I'm going to remove them the same way as we removed the first one. I'm now going to pull out both crisper drawers. Our next step would be freeing that support from the bottom on this cover here. I'm going to do it by pressing down on the cover and sliding forward the support. We're going to disengage that tab at the back. And I'm going to lift up slightly and pull out this crisper cover assembly. I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver and I'm going to pop this cap off. Alright, next we're going to remove 4 screws. And I'm going to use a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to start from this one on the top. And we're going to remove this rail. Next, I'm going to remove this LED light. I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver. I'm going to push it down. There are clips in there at the back. And let it down. And now I'm going to remove this panel. I'm going to pry it out at the bottom. I'm going to insert that flathead screwdriver on the side and push it in. And the tabs are unlocking while we go up. Don't drop it because it has a harness at the back. And turn it around and we can see the harness right there. We're going to unplug these 2 plugs. We're going to start with the large one and we're pressing the locking tabs, pull it out, and now we're going to unplug the top one. There's a tab on the side and push it in, pull it out. And now we can remove this panel and the fan assembly. So we'll continue the repair with removing this tape. It's supposed to be easily peeled off. Okay, don't worry, you don't have to peel it off completely. That's not as important. Next, I'm going to unclip the evaporator coil from this retainer. And spread it slightly, don't break it, and pull on the coil like that. So with one hand I'm going to pull up the evaporator coil assembly slightly and very slowly, and I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver. Going to pry this pin out. this defrost heater, we bent it slightly, but it's okay. We're gonna remove it afterwards. Next, we're going to remove this cover box. I'm going to squeeze the sides and pull the box off. Well, we have here 3 plugs. We need to take them out. And there's locking tabs on the left side. Press them and pull. Press and pull. So, press and pull. And remember, the black, the white, and the blue. I would like you to be very careful on our next step. We need to bend this evaporator coil around 90 degrees. And we bend only copper lines. God forbid to bend aluminum. So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to turn it slowly. There's no rush at all. We need to expose the back of this evaporator assembly. Right there, it's fine. As you can see, we have 4 tabs here that we need to straighten up with a flathead screwdriver, unless you have a strong fingernail. So I'm gonna open it. And we're going to remove it. Doesn't look nice. That's why we're replacing it. This is the old evaporator shield with a drain pan next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. Now we're going to install the new shield on. We're going to place this drain defrost heater into this cutout and bring it up. And now we're going to match these holes with the tabs. And we're going to bend them. Again, it's very touchy. We need to bend only copper line here. So make sure the aluminum is not moving. Slowly. Alright, now we need to install this into the drain. Alright, I'm going to push up the assembly and so we can insert this little drain heater into this drain opening there. Okay, now I'm going to move down the evaporator. And I'm going to clamp it on here. I'm just going to press this tube in and adjust the bottom. Bend this side in more. All right. Now I'm going to place the aluminum tape here. I'm going to place the tape. So I'm going to plug in these plugs. The black goes at the bottom. And I'm going to put a white one and the blue one. And we're going to install the cover box by squeezing the sides and placing it in the cutout. Now I'm going to install the evaporator cover. First we're going to plug it in. We have two plugs. The smaller plug goes on the top, and then the larger one at the bottom. Make sure it's plugged in. I'm going to turn it and slide the top into the groove. And then I'm going to press in the left side so it will lock. And I'm going to move to the right and do the same thing here. I'm going to install the LED light assembly. We see here two tabs going into these two niches, and at the top locks under this cover. Okay, now I'm going to secure that panel with 4 Phillips screws. The 2 shorter one goes at the bottom here in the corners. Then I'm going to install the mounting bracket. The top goes first. And I'm going to secure it with the 2 longer screws. And again, it's a Phillips screwdriver. And now I'm going to place this cover in and align the sides and push it in. I'm going to install the crisper cover assembly. I'm going to slide it on the rails here. Push it back. And now I'm going to lock this support at the bottom. Press down the cover slightly and the tab goes over and latches in. Then the 2 crisper drawers goes in. I'm putting it sideways at the beginning and then push it in. Now the shelves, we're going to lock in the hooks into the openings at the back and press it down. Make sure that this sides at the bottom goes into the cutouts. Just the same way. Now I'm going to lower down this left side small shelf and install this right side. And now we can close the doors. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.